Council in Lakeshore is hearing concerns from residents about medical marijuana grow operations. The municipality wants Canadian health officials to wait for public information sessions before granting approval for medical grow ops that are already built.
CEN Biotech, ready to build press conference, January 7, 2014. Mayor Tom Bain welcomes CEN Biotech to Lakeshore.
A real pleasure to be here today to see the results of what I call teamwork again. And I do want to thank our council for working so hard to get this through.
What did Bain just say? And I do want to thank our council for working so hard to get this pushed through. Run it back.
And I do want to thank our council for working so hard to get this through and get through that.
Just wanted to make sure I heard you correctly.
Certainly put out open arms and welcome this.
Let's get forward to September 2014.
Mayor Tom Bain says as it stands, all buildings that are in place have been agriculturally zoned, but that the company needs municipal approval to get the federal growing permits.
They have a large building there, but it's empty.
Like neighboring residents, Bain says the medical marijuana company CEN Biotech has been inconsistent with clear communication.
The size of the operation originally went in, it was looked at as being 5,000 square feet. And now they're looking at something that originally would have employed 5 people. Now they're looking at it would employ 100 and would take in acres and acres. So big difference in the volume, and it's a whole separate process.
Bain seems to be confused about details of the operation that were clearly talked about at the January Ready to Build press conference.
We applied to grow and sell 1.3 million pounds a year. This new protocol being instituted by the federal government is safety first for both communities and patients. This is very important, and the very reason that we are investing millions of dollars in the security system and have been advised and are being scored on our ability to meet a very high standard of security.
We are in a ready-to-build position with plans subject to compliance to grow and harvest medical marijuana. Better yet, with an initial investment of $12 million, as Sandra said, and perhaps 50 employees, we plan to grow medical marijuana right here in the town of Lakeshore, in the heart of Essex, Windsor.
Some Lakeshore residents are concerned over what they say is poor communication about a planned medical marijuana grow facility. They've even hired a lawyer.
Open house, October 23, 2014.
What are you concerned with?
Well, I guess one, the sidewalks in between the 2 fences there. But what's
That's just to keep it neat and clean so the weeds don't grow in between.
I see.
It's more for appearance.
Not a dog run or nothing like that.
Okay, my name's Ed Burling. I've lived at 30 North Rear Road 42 years. We've spent 42 years getting our property ready for retirement. And if you look next to us, that's what they did. Now, I got thrown under the bus by Mr. Bernie, and I think Cindy Prince was in on this when this land first started being developed. The only reason he left it agricultural is because we opposed him, and he said, well, you know what? I like sheep and goats. I even raise them. I'll leave that agricultural. So what Mr. Bernie said is wrong, because he bullshitted everybody on that whole plan and what it was about. That is wrong. No, you don't, Joe, because that's what happened there.
Joe,
no, I'm not misstating the facts.
Joe, you're going to get it.
Explain thrown under the bus.
We are mostly concerned about the unsightly chain link fence, the barbed wire up at the top, the cameras that are up on the posts along the outside of the structure, the devaluation of our property, the loss of sunsets, the west breeze, and
some people could have come up and told us this is what we're going to do.
January 7, 2014.
This is exactly how it would work. As medical doctors prescribe this drug for their patients then place their order with us through the internet. The medical drug is then packaged and shipped through Canada Post to the patient's home.
Let's get forward to September 2014.
I've heard different rumors that yes, there is going to be a smell, and there will be noise, and there's going to be a lot of traffic. Like I say, we're always in the dark here.
January 7th, 2014.
This is a history-making, groundbreaking announcement without parallel in our region. It is the pioneering of an industry. Some would say the golden goose of medical marijuana is landing in Lakeshore. Medical marijuana is a whole new industry for our region, and the scale of the opportunity cannot be overstated. To be clear, we plan to use local contractors, local trades, local feeder businesses, and local labor to the fullest extent possible.
Like I say, we're always in the dark here.
We are ever mindful that we are creating history for our region in the process. We are pioneers, so let's get growing.
And we're hoping, and I'm hoping as warden of the county, that we're going to see this industry explode almost in the same degree that this is going to be certainly, I'm sure, a successful venture. It's going to be a venture that's going to blossom and I hope expand further. Congratulations to everyone. You're certainly welcome here in Lakeshore, and we're going to look forward to working with you, Bill.
September 2014.
We don't feel that there is enough water or sewer or electrical facilities that would accommodate this structure that is here. We have had no contact initiated from any of the owners.
Open house, October 23, 2014.
Every drip, every little bit of water that comes off of those plants, we are going to recycle, put through a loop system. We cannot afford to lose any of our feed in our water, and we cannot afford to lose any of our water. This is probably the most important one right here.
They went about it the wrong way.
If they don't get their federal license or if the municipality turns them down, they've built a building there for nothing.
November 4th, Lakeshore Public Meeting Official Plan Amendment and Zoning Bylaw Amendment.
Okay, discussion on the motion. Those in favor? Those opposed? Motion's carried.
Legal non-conforming uses under the Planning Act. B, was the use established on the day of the bylaw. The onus will be on the owner to establish that the land's building or structure were being used for a particular purpose at the time of the bylaw amendment. I, use of land on the day the bylaw was passed. The claimant of a non-conforming use of land need not establish that the use was fully developed at the date that the interfering bylaw was passed. In a decision called Township of Emily v. Johnson, an Ontario court dismissed an action brought by a municipality against an owner of lands for an injunction to prohibit the owner from operating a go-kart business on his premises. The court rejected the municipality's argument that the use made before the bylaw was enacted must be the same in nature and extent as the existing use.
Wait, what?
You can count it.